Hey guys, what's up? Andrew here, and a great evening to you. I just want to record this quick video to share with you this powerful method on how you can actually use a simple but powerful method on attracting and getting people to book your time automatically, right? I've been doing this for the past 4 to 5 years, running social media ads for my clients and getting them book appointments automatically. You can expect as much as 10, 20, or maybe even 30 appointments every single month. New people who are interested on what you have to offer. So rather than you approach people are the one that give their information to you and they book your time. This here changed the whole psychology. If I were to approach you and if you were to get a call randomly one day to say, hey, Andrew, I'm calling from ABC company. Do you have a quick 5 minutes? So usually the case, right? We will say something like this. Hey, no, I'm not interested, right? Please don't waste my time, stuff like that. But this whole model shifts the game, right? Instead of people calling you and sales, they are positioned themselves as salespeople. Now they are the one who actually book your time. Now there's so much power in this. It's a whole shift for dynamics in terms of your positioning, whereby people get to book your time on your calendar, and it changes the whole game from a salesperson to positioning yourself as an expert. Now, I want to share how this whole thing works, and so you can have some insights on what are the things that have been working for me and my clients as well. So I'm just going to share my screen. Right, to show I'm not talking fluff, this is a few calendars of a recent client that I launched. We launched in last year, November, and these are all the people who paid his time, book appointments, people automatically paying online to book my client's time. There's over these 3 short months, there's over 70 plus people who actually book my client's time and paying him $188 on a small front-end offer. Now imagine 70 times 188, you go do the math yourself, right? And this is another client which we launched a short 2 years ago on December as well. Right, look at this. So this client here, there are two people working together, right? So one of the client takes the morning shift, and the team member takes the afternoon shift, right? So there's literally, I would say it's crazy, people booking your time and giving their informations such as these. I'm not going to share with you for our PDPA purposes. Okay, really crazy. Look at the amount of appointments. Okay, another one. Right, this is a property client here, and you can see the appointment is not as much because we're actually targeting high net worth individuals, people who own private houses, people who have millions of dollars. They still book your time as well. So depending on the market size, of course, if you are targeting more of a B2 in like a mass crowd, you definitely have more appointments. But if you're going into much more niche, right, this will work as well. Right, high net worth individuals booking my client's time. Another client here. In July 2024, these are people who have booked his time. He's a financial educator in that sense. It's not a financial advisor, but financial educator having investment policies and whatnot. Private investment bankings and stuff like that. People who have money to really want to, skyrocket and, having much more potential yield in terms of their money, right? The potential yield in that sense, right? So a lot of people booking their time. Okay, another client here. In Feng Shui, people booking their time. All these are automatically, and this client gained around 20K plus of revenue within just a 2 to 2.5 short months. Right, people booking their time. How powerful is that? Right, one of my clients, tarot reader, a life coach. All these appointments in here, upcoming. Look at the past. It's basically non-stop every single month. Okay, and the whole strategy involved in this, right, is using paid advertisements. Now, I know it's scary. A lot of people have fears, running paid ads because it costs a lot of money. But only when you do it right, you know how powerful this is, right? You're basically putting $1 in and getting $5 back. You need to know your numbers, right? Paid advertisements, a whole new different beast. Paid ads are a game changer. They are fast, reliable, but only if you know what you're doing. But before that, there's a few steps on how you can actually get started. And here, right, today I'm going to shed some light. Right, so this here is the way I'll approach ads. And I always say this thing: people don't care who you are, right? But people only care what you do for them. So when you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling Facebook, right, you need to portray a few things. Number one, I call it the unique selling point. So your unique selling point is what sets you apart from your competition. It's the unique method, right? It's your process, or what is the promise that makes people choose you. Think of it this way. Why should I choose you versus others? So give you a few context and example. You can use examples such as these. So for example, Domino's Pizza. Their unique selling point is this line called fresh hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or less, or it's free. So this is their kind of like their unique selling point. Now let's take in account of Apple iPod. 1,000 songs in your pocket. Tesla, electric cars that look like sports car but cost so much lesser. So you gotta ask yourself this. What's unique about the way you help your clients? Is it your proprietary ABC method, or my personalized approach that gives you a certain kind of result? So how can you communicate that in a clear, compelling way? Now, that's where you attract people, and that's where people stop scrolling on social media and all eyes on your advertisements. So number two, social proof. Once you capture people's curiosity, attention with a unique selling point, and the next thing, right, they need to know is whether you can actually deliver the results. So from here, you want to support your unique selling point, you want to support your unique methods, because your unique method is what attracts them. And once you capture people's attention with your unique selling point, now the next thing is they'll ask themselves, can you actually deliver the results? Show proof and support your unique selling point with case studies, and use this framework which I always like to use, which I call the before, during, and after framework, to share client success stories. Now, before is about describing your client's struggle, and during, your process. What do you do to them? What do you share? What's your expertise? Right? This is where you showcase your expertise. And after, what's the transformation? Now, to give you a context here, this is an example here. So before, when Lisa came to me, right, she was having issues with, for example, eczema, right? So during, I diagnosed her situation and found out that her diets and her sleeping habits was actually in a mess in the case. So I recommended a few things that she can change. She can change her diet and whatnot and take this supplement and whatever your solution is, right? And after the adjustment and after the consultation, right, she has actually improved within 3 months. She came back to me and her face is now glowing. So kind of like the before, during, and after. Now, so I always like to do this. Here's how I can actually improve it further. And I realized, right, when doing this, right, it helps a lot of people on setting ourselves apart from competitors. This is how you can actually separate yourself from other competitors. A lot of people like to do the before, during, after. You probably could have known that already, but I like to make it even further, right? Now, to give you an example, so another example is this, a feng shui master, right? So we gotta always showcase our expertise to align and resonate to the right audience. So the before is something like this. I diagnosed her situation and found out that her housemate had some missing corners, right? And in feng shui, right, missing corners, odd shapes, right, in the house, it means that it has some situations could go wrong in the health area, or maybe the wealth area, or maybe the relationship area. And when I asked, right, if this was the concern to the client, right, she actually replied that it was true. So like people who are watching the video will say, hey, wow, very interesting. So during, I looked into her chart as well and found out that there's something called clashing in her charts, which kind of like, you know, the energy shift and whatnot, which actually clashing towards the goals and whatnot. So I kind of switched her rooms, changed a few placements and some remedies, and told her to focus on meditating. So like this is just an example, right? Whatever modalities you have, always showcase and portray it here, right? So after, and then 2 weeks later, she got a promotion and got 2 times her salary. So this is how you gotta portray it. So once people have watched this whole thing, people know your unique selling point, that it's something very interesting. It's a scroll stopper, and then you support your unique selling point with case studies that actually portrays your expertise. We come to the last part. People are very curious, people are very intrigued on what you have to offer. Now, finally, make it easy for your potential clients to experience your expertise with a low commitment offer. Some things like free consultation, or maybe a discovery call. It could be something like a low ticket offer, or maybe like an introductory session. It can be a $80, a $188 kind of a small ticket program to let people have a taste of this unique thing that you offer, right? And or maybe you can run a short online challenge or webinars, which I mean, if you've been joining webinars, probably you've been joining webinars, probably you're joining workshops, and this is the whole process, right? So one thing I want to highly stress, is that I often see people marketing a free consult first. Now, that is actually wrong. because you don't want to attract freebie seekers, right? So share with people what's unique about you and which is backed up by your results. So remember the mindset I shared above to adopt, right? When in a game of ads, right, you have to show results first and then market the complementary, right? Always remember results first, not the offer. So attract result-oriented people coming in who are looking, who are interested in your modality, interested in your expertise, and people who are interested, right? So not freebie seekers. So that will help you with quality, and conversions will be way better. So when you hop on the call, right, you know they are not freebie seekers. So whenever people see your ads, right, they need to have these ideas, all these 3 ideas in their mind. The unique selling point. Secondly, the results oriented before, during, after, showcasing your expertise. And finally, a introductory offer, a complimentary session, like let them have a taste of your unique thing. So with all these elements coming in play, right, whether it's in your copywriting, whether it's in your content, maybe it could be an image, or it could be a video, or maybe you have a landing page. All these 3, right, must happen to let people take the next step to actually booking your time, right? So, and actually there's a much deeper level. So let me share with you how you can actually gain confidence with advertisements. So let's say you spend $1,000 on advertisements, right? And maybe I'm actually getting 10 calls, right? So out of these 10 calls, I know, right, and have confidence in my own calls that I actually close 2 out of 10 people. So that was like, so that could be like a 20% conversion rate. I've been doing this over and over again. I probably have some confidence. I know how much I can actually close people, right? So it's always a numbers game, right? So to me, that's fine for me, right? So because, right, each sale, right, could be anywhere from $3,900 to $5,000. So you need to play high ticket when you run ads or something at the back end to upsell to make this work. Because running ads, right, we're spending $1, we need to actually cover back the amount. So we can't offer something as low as $1, right? So every $1 that we spend, we got to have at least $2, $3, and maybe even more. So once you know your numbers, right? So once you know that you put every $1 in, you're generating more than what you are getting. And so once you know that, you can scale indefinitely. You can put all your money in, right? So if you have seen big players in the market constantly running ads for years and years, right? Because they know their numbers. They know every $1 they put in, at the back end, they are actually recovering. And once you know that, we can basically put all your money in. And that's the beauty of advertisements. And once you have this solid process nailed down, you can basically scale to 7 figures, which I could say, right, is guaranteed. But only when you have nailed this whole process down, it's then when you know you can scale to 7 figures and beyond, right? So that's the beauty of advertisement, right? So I hope this video has helped you in a sense. And share with me below, right, in the comment box on where you are or what help you could actually possibly need. Or if you're interested to know how can I actually implement this in your business, drop me a DM. Right, so apart from that, I wish nothing but the best for you. And peace out.